What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? Today is December 3rd, 2024, and let's jump right into the eBay sales of the week. Now, things are slow. There's no new announcements, nothing new to work with, so the market kind of slowed up a little bit, but there's a ton of sales. But the dip is very much alive, and let's enjoy the dip. We have a booster box of first edition Kryptonation, $140 American in auction. Next, we have a Kickstarter spellbook sold for $395 American in auction. Next, we have a few Kickstarter booster boxes. Man, there's quite a few of these going lately. We saw the Whatnot stream. There's 3 that sold, 2 of them for $1,000, 1 of them for $1,240. On eBay, on November 25th, we had one sell for $1,500 as a best offer. November 27th, 2024, we had one sell for $1,600. Also on November 27th, $3,000 Canadian, which is equivalent to $2,134 American. And we also had one in auction, November 30th, 2024, Kickstarter booster box sold for $1,425. Here we have 3 Nightfall spoiler packs sold for $90 as a buy it now. This one's for Frostbite Labs. We had White Bison non-hollow sold for $2.50 as a buy it now. And then a White Bison full hollow sold for $1 as a buy it now. And another White Bison full hollow sold for $3.50 as a buy it now. Here's a monster. These playtester cards, especially Prism Aura, absolutely bonkers. $400 as a buy it now. Here's an absolute steal of a deal I had in my other video. Hero Quest Cumberland Dragon PSA 10, $36 in auction. Walking Sam Hero Quest PSA 10, and that sold for $44. Next we have a Wilderness Spellbook promo. There's like over 900 of these graded as a PSA 10, and this one sold for $7.51. Next, this is a steal of a deal without a doubt. World Poker Tour, Ace of Spades, Black Ink, Hollow Variation, PSA 10, only $13.50. Ridiculous steal of a deal. Hey, it's Cumberland Dragon once again. This is the promo you get in every Wilderness blister pack. Even as a pristine 10, only $2. Next we have Awful Perfect 10. This is bonkers. It said pristine 10 in the description here, but it's a perfect 10 from CGC. First edition, or sorry, not first edition, it's big box right down here. This is how bad Awful is. Awful is truly awful, even though everyone likes this card. Why does it have no value, though? $11.50. Now, this is absolutely epic. I'm going to show you a card that I never, ever thought would have more value than Awful. Tahoe Tessie. PSA 10 sold for $13.50. So $2 more than Awful Perfect 10. That blows my mind. Okay, let's check out some Kickstarter cards. PSA 10. So we got Death Beam, full hollow, of course. PSA 10 Kickstarter, $132.51 in auction. Next we have Jersey Devil, full hollow, Kickstarter, PSA 10, $171.25. These are going up quite a bit. Next we have Power Up Red, Kickstarter, PSA 10, $152.51, starting to climb a bit. I think last week there's one that sold for $89, so still very undervalued. Next we have the MetaZoo second anniversary, PSA 10, sold for $15.50. Hey, it's time for some Hello Kitty promo. So we got Bats Maru, PSA 10, sold for $59.79. Next we have Kuromi PSA 10, $76 in auction. Next we have Cinemo Roll, PSA 10, sold for $56. Next we have Pom Pom Perrin, PSA 10, sold for $80.90. Then we have Choco Cat PSA 9, sold for $38. That's a steal of a deal. And this used to be a lot more expensive. Another steal of a deal without a doubt. Choco Cat PSA 10, $75 as a PSA 10. This used to be worth a lot more. Even raw, it was selling for a lot more. And next we have Hello Kitty PSA 9, $151 in auction. That's up quite a bit for a PSA 9 Hello Kitty. And the PSA 10 Hello Kitty is $310 in auction. When? Of December 2nd, 2024. Another steal of a deal. Uncle Sam, first sighting. I mean, it's raw. It's probably not, well, it's guaranteed not going to grade a PSA 10. I mean, it's clearly off-center, but these cards, man, these are going to be legendary cards. First sighting cards are near impossible to pull. $41.25 is from 2021. Like, think about that for a second. These are already 4 years old. Next, we have the Dragon of Wakanto Falls Walmart promo. PSA 10, so for $33.14 as a buy it now. I believe I was watching DPD19 or whatever, YouTube channel, and he mentioned that this card is hard to find, and that's true. I believe he said you can only get this card when you bought the Wilderness binder. So it's Wilderness release event metal. You don't see that too often. I like that. That's like Super Saiyan 3 Cumberland Dragon. That's pretty cool. Only Super Saiyans have the gold hair unless they're Rose. But that's a whole nother thing. Anyways, yeah, so he has one more available. Dec.3 19. for $15. One sold, one available. I mean, do you think this is going to sell for $15.50 in auction by April 1st, 2025? Kryptonation 1 Spellbook? That's crazy. $15.50. Next over in the United Kingdom, we have a Nightfall Mothman Full Hollow CGC 9.5. Let's check the subgrades. No 10s. Oh yeah, should be 9.5 then. So for $27.84 American. Next we have the Bronze MetaZoo Supporter Medal. Still in its wrapper. Sold for $67.99 as a buy it now. Man, Bigfoot's coming on strong. Raw Bigfoot Kickstarter Full Hollow sold for $150 as a buy it now. Bigfoot has definitely taken over second place from Loveline Frogman. Next we have MetaZoo Topps Chrome Battles card. Gold Refractor, serialized out of 50. Hodag versus Slide Rock Bolter. Let's take a look at the battle. Very nice. $21.72 in auction. Next we have Chibi Mothman Gold Refractor, serialized out of 50. Sold for $22.50. Here's a good deal. Babe the Blue Ox, serialized out of 50, Gold Refractor, MetaZoo Topps Chrome, $31 in auction. Here we have a Santa Claus, second edition, PSA 10, sold for $22.50 in auction. Second edition, New Year's New Beginnings, PSA 10, sold for $11.52 in auction. And the New Year's Celebrations, PSA 10, sold for $10.76 in auction. Oh, and here we have a minty first edition Kryptonation booster box, sold for $152.50. Next we have a Big Bird first sighting from MetaZoo Topps Wilderness, $38.50. Here's another steal of a deal. Quetzalcoatlus first sighting, $64 only in auction. Serialized 56 out of 99. I mean, for these cards, it doesn't even matter the grade. At these prices, that's a steal of a deal. Next we have the Kickstarter Mothman blister promo. So you get this in every blister pack. $43. And then we have another one that sold for $58 in auction. Next we have a few of the Rudy promos. So here's the Wilderness Rudy promo. Raw, sold for $19.49. Rudy, Totally Not a Timmy. This is the card you got with the Kryptonation second edition box release. Only $11.50. Next we have Rudy, the Hunchback of Jacksonville. This came out with the Nightfall set. $22.49 in auction, raw. And then the very first, well, I mean, even if Rudy doesn't have any more promo cards ever again, this card will always hold value because it's the very first Rudy MetaZoo collaboration promo, Rudy Investment Sasquatch, $96.02 in auction for a raw copy. Next we have the MetaZoo Error Insert card that's sold for $32.89 in auction. Next we have the Pay Money Wubby autographed raw, sold for $81 in auction. Next we have the Iowa Dragon PhD Games promo. We're seeing these more often now. $31 in auction. I also had someone comment on my video saying that there's a few of these on TCG Player as well. And Chupacabra PhD promo card that just has no value. I don't know why. I think it's superior to the other one, to the Iowa Dragon one, even though that is pretty cool too. $6.50. Look at this unique Chupacabra artwork. It's a little ugly, but it's also epic. And I can't emphasize this enough. It's from 2020. That's the same year that MetaZoo came out. That's when sample cards were made and Kickstarter, and that's it. Next we have the Channel Fireball Cumberland Dragon promo card, $3.80 only. These used to be worth a lot more, and I think that's really cool artwork. It's just a holographic kind of hides it, but that's pretty badass. Next we have the Channel Fireball Headless Horseman promo, $7.50 in auction. Let's take a look at that artwork. And then the original Channel Fireball promo, the Fireball promo, it's $5.50 in auction. Let's take a look at that too. And there's that big sexy print line right there. Next we have something that might be a steal of a deal. We'll see in the future, but one of the rarest Men in Black cards from the disclosure pages sold for $63 in auction. Here's a monster. Quetzalcoatlus, the special in-house MetaZoo holofoil for World Poker Tour cards. $350 as a buy it now for a PSA 10. Next from Steel City Collectibles, they had a case of MetaZoo Topps Chrome Hobby Boxes. Sold for $433.95, and there is one more case available. Next we have Loveline Frogman Hero Quest PSA 10, sold for $101.99 as a buy it now. Here we have a Nightfall spoiler pack that sold for $25. And next we have Hero Quest Dragon of Oconto Falls PSA 10, sold for $63.74. Another amazing card from Hero Quest, we have Headless Horseman PSA 10, sold as a buy it now for $76.49. Hey, it's Christmas Sam PSA 9, sold for $63.74. Take a look. This is one of those really hard to pull cards in the Christmas ornament set from 2022. Next we have one of Sam Sinclair promos where he's playing baseball. This is like in the beginning of the MetaZoo lore. If you read the manga, you'll know what I'm talking about. $8.26 in auction. Not a bad pickup for this promo card. And Mike Waddell sitting in the background. Another one of the Sam Sinclair promos from the 2023 line of Sam Sinclair promos from all the Collecticons. This is Long Beach, $10.50. It's cool, he's got his Mothman shirt on. I think that's a really cool card. $10.50, why not? Now here's a cool card to have in your collection. Scorched Pages PSA 10, sold for $88 in auction. I'd say that's a bargain. Look at this card. That is crazy. And it's from the Flame Tower. It's a Flame Tower promo, so it's also very hard to get too. From the Dark Tower promos, we have Black Mass. PSA 9 sold for $158.19. Full Hollow Black Mass. Let's just take a look at these crazy bitches. Holy shit. Hey, at least they're having fun, right? Here we have the 2023 Mothman Festival Dark Tower promo. PSA 9 sold for $69 in auction. And then a PSA 10 copy sold for $102.50 in auction. From the Dark Tower promos, we have Salem Witches Full Hollow. PSA 10 sold for $110.50. Next, from the Flame Tower promos, we have Griddle Greaser Pete. PSA 10 sold in auction for $86. Next, from the Dark Tower promos, we have Caw of the Raven Mocker. Now that's a nice card. PSA 10 sold for $108.01 in auction. Also from Flame Tower, we have Headless Coal Miner Full Hollow. PSA 10 sold for $89 in auction. Also from the Dark Tower, PSA 10 Charnel House Visit Full Hollow, $77 in auction. Next, from the Flame Tower promos, we have Casey Jones, so not from Ninja Turtles. PSA 10 sold for $61 in auction. Next, we have the MetaZoo Christmas ornaments. So you get 5 ornaments in there and 25 packs of different promo cards. $33 for the box. I'd say that was a pretty good deal. This is pretty fun to open. Next, we have the Kickstarter promo box from the second Kickstarter, the World Poker Tour promo cards. You're going to get 10 packs in there. And there's only 12 cards in the set. $26 for the box. Not bad at all. Next, we had a second edition Full Hollow Mothman. PSA 10 sell for $36.02 in auction. As well, a Pristine 10 CGC second edition Full Hollow Mothman sell for $26 in auction. Another 2023 Mothman Festival promo from Dark Tower Tournament. So earlier we saw one sold for $102. Now there's another one that sold for $126.55 in auction. Another steal of a deal, the Grey Don't Even Matter, Iowa Dragon, first sighting from MetaZoo Topps Wilderness, $48 in auction. Hey, it's Nanook! This was one of the first MetaZoo Marketplace promos, like at the end of MetaZoo. They released 5 of them, 4 of them were reverse hollow. This is the only full hollow. So for $15. Here's a pretty cool Flame Tower promo. So it's a Flare Shot, reverse hollow, PSA 9, sold for $31. How often do you see that card? That's a pretty good deal, I'd say. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's Piazza Bird. And next we have Dragon's Breath, Flame Tower promo, PSA 10. This is exactly like the sample card for Dragon's Breath. PSA 10 for $302. Not bad at all. Very nice. Also from Flame Tower, we have the crazy Piazza Bird Full Hollow PSA 10 sold for $365 in auction. And then the absolute monster of a promo card from Dark Tower, Reverse Hollow Chains of Old Scratch, $712 PSA 10 in auction. And arguably the most valuable reverse hollow in all of MetaZoo. Actually, screw that. What am I saying? Arguably. Guaranteed this is the most valuable reverse hollow in all of MetaZoo. Next we have the Drop Bear promo from Australia. PSA 10 sold for $233.74 as a buy it now. Let's take a look at that. Always nice to see the Drop Bear, especially as a PSA 10. Next we have a Ghost Train sample card that sold for $499.99. Best offer accepted. Also their Hopkinsville Goblin sample card, PSA 9. Sold for $650. Best offer accepted. And a Dark Crystal sample card, $165. Best offer accepted. I'd say that was a steal of a deal. Next we have a Loveland Frogman Orange Refractor, so serialized out of 25. PSA 9 sold for $267. Best offer accepted. Let's take a look. That's a nice card. Okay, to end this video, we're going to talk about MetaZoo metal cards. There's a lot of these popping up lately, so let's go over them. So first, we have the MetaZoo Apprentice Metal Rare, or MetaZoo Apprentice Metal card. So for $250, best offer accepted. So yeah, there's that card. Don't see that too often. Then as well, we have the MetaZoo Crafters Metal, sold for $200, best offer accepted. So there's that. That's the Rainbow Wizard, definitely don't see this often at all. Oh, there we are. MetaZoo Master Caster Medal. So we're on to November 28th. So sold for $300. Boom, we're going to see this keyboard quite a bit. They seem to have all these promo cards. And then we have a lot of the Patreon Archcaster Medal, Archcaster Medal, Master Caster, and Caster Medal. So 3 medals, $205. Best offer accepted. Let's take a look. So all 3 of these, I mean, I've seen this one and this one before. You don't see this Flatwood monster too often though. And then we have a Fan Illustrator Medal, doodled by Poncho, $175. Best offer accepted. I think just over a month and a half ago, I picked up one of these as a PSA 10. Not doodled or autographed though, for like what, $76 or something crazy. And then as of yesterday, we have another MetaZoo Crafters Medal on December 2nd, sold for $350 as best offer accepted. So there we go. And I guess that leads to my final question of the video is, who is WAP 50 Cal? Because WAP 50 Cal seems to have a lot of these promo cards that are impossible to find, including Aklut. I mean, don't see this unless you have this keyboard, or unless you're catching cryptids. WAP 50 Cal also has Incan Yamba. Yeah, Incan Yamba. Crazy. Catching cryptids and WAP Cal 50 have these cards. I don't know if anyone else does. But where did WAP Cal 50 get all these cards from? I mean, he even has a raw MetaZoo Influencer Medal just chilling on his keyboard as well. WAP Cal 50 also has this Master Caster Medal. Pretty crazy. He also has another Apprentice Caster Medal just chilling on the keyboard as well. He even has a New York City King, the Rat King promo. I mean, this is crazy how many of these rare MetaZoo promo cards he has. Also, a bunch of these crazy playtester full holo cards. Maybe the most notable is the Men in Black full holo. Also on his keyboard, he's got the MetaZoo Content Creator Medal. As well, he has the original Mothman Festival promo card. Pretty nice. And as well, he's got the Loch Ness Monster. Holy moly. So yeah, who is WAP 50 Cal? He's got a picture right there, so I guess that's who he is, but you know what I mean, like, who is this guy? How do you get all these crazy promos? I'm sure someone will comment below. Hopefully it's not theories. I hope someone actually has a real answer, but theories are welcome too. So yeah, anyways, that's all I have for this week's auctions. We'll take a look at Loch Ness Monster. The only way you're going to see this otherwise is on Catching Cryptids YouTube channel. He has this card, and it's pretty crazy. So yeah, comment below and let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video.